Yesterday, 24 of the Electric Racing League's finest touched down at IMS for the World 500's pre-qualifying session, where 24 would become 20. However, almost immediately a shock came to the entire paddock as Zygmunt crashed out coming to the line on what would have been a very quick lap. A flurry of fast lap times came, and for a while it looked like the 13 of B-Dragon Sonic would have taken pole position. But as the three joining the Hungarian were confirmed to be Pinnacle Motorsports star and co-chauffeur, and Techeetah Racing's Tommy Yu, Darren Sparks took the fastest lap time of the day of 46.870. However, the question everyone's got on their minds is, will that speed carry over to today? Qualifying for the 2026 ERL World 500 is next. You join us once again here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where 24 entrants have now become 20. 13 minutes on the clock then for the full qualifying session here on Sparkplug Motorsport 1 on the 12th of July 2026 for the second annual ERL World 500. It's great to have your company here as we have all 20 of our drivers now set. All that we need to figure out is who's going to be on the grid. Your boy, the first man out on track, Chris Cornwell. She's going to be out on the road second, and following her is B-Dragon Sonic. These are the guys and gals that you're going to be looking out for first. Ahmed Silla also coming out of pit lane then, with almost now 12 minutes on the clock. Everyone basically keeping to themselves in that opening minute. And pre-qualifying, if you didn't watch all of it, if you didn't watch it live, there should have been a recap that played before the intro. It was certainly one of the most enthralling qualifying sessions that I have seen in quite some time. The battle for elimination wasn't really that captivating, aside from Zygmunt crashing out, his seat at Nissan given over to Hux Finucci. The first flying lap started by car 27, your boy for Jaguar Racing. Cornwell also on a hot lap now. A lot of incidents took place during practice down at pit entry, and actually we saw that. The overall speeds will only be pushed to their maximum for the race, which is why the maximum speed, once again, 414 or so kilometers per hour, as we now head through the chicane with the 27. It's faster than what we were doing last year, but not the absolute fastest that these cars are capable of. So as we come to the line with your boy, don't be surprised to see these times tumble across the line, and it's a 46.757. Cornwell quite a ways behind now, comes across the line, and it's 2 tenths down. B-Dragon Sonic in the 13. Half a tenth down. U-Cable though for Power Motorsport for a fastest first sector there. Got a bit distracted because Ahmed Silla has set an identical lap time. No, actually, rounded to the nearest thousandth of a second. Silla has gone quicker by 1,000. Technically, near identical. Nice avoidance of one Volomos there for the Englishman. We got yellows down in the opening sector though. And it's Hernandez who was fastest. U-Cable taking that fastest time. But as Puff has gone on an outlap there, you probably would have seen or gotten involved with that Hernandez incident. So Charles Hernandez, after setting the second quickest time, crashing out of qualifying with under 10 minutes on the clock. Here's David 12. Almost touching the back of that McLaren there. Comes across the line and is 9th fastest. And that right there, the 7 of Revo coming out of the pits. across the line for Vivla Sasaki, starting her flying lap. No one else on a hot lap right now, either on an out lap or an in lap, or down in pit lane. Palomino and Remy LeBeau also on some laps then. And Revo actually going for that out lap then after going what is now 10th fastest. Teammate Oinkro Ezra yet to set a time. Coming down into the pits, let's see Vivlos through that chicane. The Chip Ganassi driver taking it quite leisurely. We've seen quicker runs through there. How good will this lap be for Vivlos? Heading down the main straight. And the time, third fastest, 0.06 of a second off. Revo going on to a hot lap there, as you can see Sebastian Ocampo coming out of pit lane. And attack with Remy LeBeau! 5th fastest time, Remy LeBeau now out of qualifying, and Palomino's gone out too. Nico Palomino out of qualifying as well after setting the 3rd quickest time. All of this down at pit entry. Ewa Puff goes 4th fastest. That, quite frankly, unbelievable. No major damage to the 76 car, so I think he'll be able to go out for another time. His teammate B-Dragon Sonic's been knocked down to 11th quickest, but UK Ball's time still hasn't been matched. Hot lap started for Chris Cornwell. Revo coming down into the pits, unable to get a lap in. So Revo, Ezra, Sparks, Villalobos, and Ocampo all yet to set a time, and I'm not too sure about David 12 either. I don't think he has set a... No, he has set a lap time. It's the slowest of all of those who have set a time. Chris Cornwell heading down the backstretch there, as Ocampo now begins his hot lap. Hopefully it won't be interrupted as we watch that 96 car flying through the chicane. How well is it going to be? Can he avoid David 12 there? He does, as your boy now begins a hot lap into the pits there for B-Dragon Sonic across the line. And it's 3rd quickest for Chris Cornwell. 22 thousandths of a second behind the ultimate pace set by UK Ball. So Charles Hernandez actually with 6.5 minutes to go, despite only really setting 1 lap, might still be on for a front row start here. But here's David 12 heading down the backstretch. Sebastian Ocampo goes pole! Car 76, last year's pole sitter, shows everyone why he got that pole. And with just over 6 minutes to go, he stays at the top of the pylon. That's his first run as well. With 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go, across the line comes David 12, and it's 8th fastest for the Nigerian. We got 3 Nigerian drivers on the grid, so some fantastic African representation. There's another one of them, Oinkro Ezra, currently down in 18th, yet to set a lap time, as is his teammate UK Ball on another lap. We've got a yellow, and it's for Kazuki Sims, who spun it round on the main straight. That seems to be contact with another driver. Fanucci is out of qualifying, so that's likely the Brazilian driver. And that's going to interrupt some laps here. Not the 89s, though, as he's on the other side of the racetrack. Coming through the final few corners then for UK Ball. He's got 12 thousandths to find. And the question is, can he find them? He stays on the front row as it stands, and we know you can get some fantastic runs from second on the grid across the line for UK Ball. And it's no improvement. No improvement for the Englishman. Italy's Revo yet to set a time alongside Sparks. Villalobos has now set a lap time, but he's gone slowest of them all, as we've got a yellow down in Sector 2, and that seems to be for Vivlos Sasaki and or Ahmed Silla, because now they're both out of quali. Across the line for Revo, only 13th quickest. Oinkro Ezra flying in the final sector, but only 17th. Granted, 2/10 down on the ultimate time is still some mighty impressive work, but it's still not near the pole. Currently set by Andretti's Sebastian Ocampo, who is going out for an outlap then with 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. His teammate on a hot lap then, and he's trying to at least get into the top 10. That 10th slot currently occupied by Remy LeBeau, who is unable to set another lap time. Sparks YT15 has had all of his laps interrupted. He's got a fire within him that he needs to just help him get through the lap. I don't know where that metaphor was going, but as we ride on board with the 13 of B-Dragon Sonic, we're about to come across the line. Is he gonna make an improvement here? He does! It's fifth! Fifth for B-Dragon Sonic, as Cornwell now on a hot lap on the other end of the track. And she knows now she's been usurped then for that time. Ocampo on a hot lap with 3 minutes on the clock. Let's see, what is this lap gonna look like for Cornwell? That right there, Nunez Garcia. Ocampo beginning his time, and across the line, it's no improvement. No improvement for the Englishwoman. Sebastian Ocampo trying to make his pole time even further out of reach, a 46.657. UK ball 12 thousandths behind on an outlap, might set one of the last times of the day as David 12 goes on to a hot lap of his own. That's Ocampo getting past your boy there. Teammates in Formula E. Let's see what this time is going to look like for the two-time Formula E Series champion. No improvement, but stays pole. Your boy begins his hot lap. David 12 currently sits 9th, still in the top 10. Sparks only went up to 10th there with his lap. It wasn't a bad lap, but surely not what Power Motorsport would have wanted. Mercedes might be pretty happy with 9th for David 12 currently, but it's no improvement for the Nigerian driver with 2 minutes on the clock. Is that UK ball going for a hot lap? You bet it is. With under 2 minutes on the clock then, your boy coming round to finish up on his lap. Revo begins his hot lap. Let's see that 27 across the line. Stays 8th. UK ball there, getting past Oinkro Ezra, who's on an in-lap. He's on an out-lap. We might get a flurry of fast laps going on here for the final time. B-Dragon Sonic out there then on an out-lap. I think Puff might be the last man to set a lap. So let's see, how is this going to go for the 89? Across the line he's about to come. Just a few yards away here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And he stays second. That's his run. 12 thousandths off of the pole time currently. Mika Brandt going on for his hot lap. So is Oinkro Ezra. Villalobos quite a ways in front of the German as well. Under a minute on the clock. Who is going to be able to set a time here? Well, we know that the 13 has that time in spades, and I think Puff's just going to be able to make it across the line to start a flying lap. Everyone on the road is going to be flying around the Brickyard. Get ready to see these times tumble as we watch Oinkro Ezra come through the chicane. Takes enough curb. Puff about 3 hundredths of a second off of pole then for Jaguar. Here he comes across the line then for Oinkro Ezra. Currently the slowest of them all. Comes across. Moves up to 14th. That's what he and the team needs. B-Dragon Sonic heading up to the start-finish straight. Keeping my eyes on Puff as well. He's not really doing too bad throughout the lap. The checkered flag is out and B-Dragon Sonic stays 5th. Someone moved up the order there. Let's see Garcia across the line up to 14th place. Can Puff deny Sebastian Ocampo of his second consecutive World 500 pole position? No, he cannot. For the second year running, Sebastian Ocampo will start the World 500 from the pole, followed by UK Ball and Puff, an all Formula E champion at top 3. as Ezra then coming across the line with a checkered flag out. Confirmation then, Sebastian Ocampo for Andretti Autosport coming home with the pole time of a 46.657. UK Ball second with a 46.669. Ewart Puff will start third from Charles Hernandez and B-Dragon Sonic, who set identical lap times. Then Chris Cornwell will be joining the Nigerian driver on row 3. It's an all Sims 888. Row 4, Palomino from Sims. Then Juan Villalobos doing fantastic work for Nissan Edams. Your boy will start 10th from David 12, Darren Sparks, Vivalos Sasaki, Nunez Garcia, and Remy LeBeau, the top 15. Oinkro Ezra will start 16th from Ahmed Salah and Revo. That man, the 8-time Formula E champion, will have a lot of work to do from the 9th row of the grid, and then the 10th row made up of Mika Brad and Hooks Finucci. We'll see you guys tomorrow then for what will surely be the most exciting ERL race of the year. The second annual ERL World 500, 1 p.m. July 13th on Sparkplug Motorsport 1. Thank you so much for watching and keeping us company here. And we will see you guys next time then when the Electric Racing League returns with the 2026 ERL World 500.